So now we're going to go on to the 3-6. This is the martyr slash role model in traditional human design. And then quantum is the explorer slash adept.
Adept?
Adept. Yes. Somebody who's just
I'm
naturally good at something, right? The adept. They have wisdom, expertise, knowledge. And so the line 6 has most notably the triphasic, they call it, life cycle. That in the first 30 years, they live more like a line 3, lots of experimenting. So, as you can see with this 3-6, there's going to be this double experimenting, a lot of experimenting early up until about
yeah.
age 30. Like I said, trial and error approach to most things. They struggle with indecision a lot. So some trust issues there. A lot of need for, well, like I say, that trust and kind of perfection in relationships. They're so like the line 3 has a reputation in relationships, bonds made and broken, meaning they will bond with people, but then if things aren't working, they're ready to, cut and run. If something isn't, they'll just try something new
Hmm.
because they have this trial and error energy. But the line 6 has a long view on life. The line 6 is in deep down always kind of longing for more of a soulmate. So they tend to um they can overlook certain things or hope for the best. It's a more positive outlook on life because they see more of a long view. So there's going to be this, again, this energy that kind of is at odds within them at times. So some famous 3-6s are Mariah Carey,
Okay.
Dustin Hoffman, Tina Fey, and Carrie Underwood. So, all right. So the 3-6, these are people who are basically their lives, they're on a quest for truth through experimentation, but then they also have their own innate knowing that causes them to kind of be detached and observant. So they really are looking through that line 6 of them. Line 6 aspect of them is looking through truth through living in alignment with their own authentic self, because as a role model moves through life, that's ultimately what they end up modeling, is what it means to be yourself, right? To be this expression of yourself. So in that first 30 years or so of a 3-6, there's that there's that double line 3 energy. So there is going to be a lot of experimenting, lots of encountering or entering into relationships, breaking relationships. From 30 to 50, they say that there's a little bit of a break there on that experimenting, because the line 6 in that time frame, that second part of the triphasic second phase,
Hmm.
is when they go up on the roof and they kind of withdraw. So it gives that line 6 energy a little bit more time to sort of take the lead, to just observe and to just maybe settle down in relationships, maybe spend a little more time trying to cultivate those relationships, like not just cut them off so severely if they're not working.
Hmm.
And in general, in line with line 6 is that time of their life, is if there has been a lot of experimenting or moving around, that they tend to just kind of step back and rest and see how everybody else does it, but it's not like a time where they do nothing. They are a time when they build families. Maybe a line
Hmm.
6, if they are looking for that soulmate, might be when they meet someone, because they're then able to give it more time. Somebody they may have encountered in the first phase of their life, they may not have given the time. They may have seen the flaws straight up and just be like, I'm done with it. But
Hmm.
now in this second stage of life, they're ready to give it a little bit more time to see if
To work through
maybe there's
things and
something that can be worked on. Yeah, like you said.
okay.
So after 50, it's when the line 6 is supposed to come down off the roof. Supposed to, meaning they're supposed to re-engage with life, in the sense that they take everything they've learned through their own life experimentation, but also through just observing this, what it means to be yourself and to live in alignment with yourself and to be authentic. So the 3-6 has the gift of embodying wisdom through how they live their life. They are an example, they're a role model, and they call the rest of us to be authentically ourselves. That's that role modeling part of it. Is that you don't have to actually actively try to be a role model to someone like big brother, big sister kind of thing. It's just you're here as a line six to try lots of things, see how you want to do it, see how others do it, heal from all your experiences, integrate, and then as you emerge in the later stage of your life, just be yourself. And that is the role model part of you. But with this
Okay.
combination 3 6, there's just going to be a lot more experimenting.
A lot.
And always that pull of wanting to like break bonds and just be done with it and move on, and not just romantic relationships, any kind of situations. You want to just kind of
Mhm.
like, ugh, it's not working. Let's just try something else. Let's move on. But the six is like, no, let's just see what happens. Let's stick with this. We know that this is a
Mhm.
process. We know that you have to be, patient, take your time, long view on life type of thing. So, anyways,
Mhm.
so the role model, or excuse me, in this instance with this pairing, this really the 3 6 can show us that life can throw you lots of curveballs. There can be a lot of bumps along the road, right? But these are things that are here to teach you. And if you just stay the course, keep moving forward, you'll get the truth of like who you really are and what it means to be authentically yourself as an example for others. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So, like I said, I think we've pretty much covered this, but the challenges here for a line or for this profile in particular, the 3 6, is that tendency to have high expectations in relationships and partners because they are line six is looking for a soulmate. So they
Mhm.
really want to feel that they have people that they trust and can feel safe with. They're looking for stability, which they themselves have that kind of with that long view, that high ideal of what's possible for all of us, they can tend to, you know, expect that from everybody. The line three part of them, like I said, can be a little messy, a little daring, but the line six wants to be a little more stable and more steady. So there's a little bit. They say there's a push pull between like pessimism and positivity within the 3 6.
Mm.
It's like cut and run. No, no, they can be better. They can do this. As we said before, six is more aware of others. Three is more absorbed. So again, this is still a right angle cross personality. They have personal destiny, even though they have that line six aspect. Essentially,
Mhm.
they are here to learn from their own experience and of life. So that's the 3 6.
Okay, okay, okay.